that man of sin must be revealed. Not maybe revealed, not hopefully revealed, must be revealed. Who is the man of sin? Your so-called world, man. Leaders. That's who. That's who, man. They're the ones that promote the pornography and all the other stuff that we fell victim to. You know, the smoking, the drinking, all of it, man. A lot of sin happening now in this world because of them, whether it's from food, you know what I mean, money, the root of all evil, whatever. It's the same people in charge, man. But if you sit back and you analyze and learn the tricks of the devil, the elite, you can't be fooled by their tricks. You'll recognize their tricks. And you'll know why they're doing them, most importantly. Because in order for you to really recognize their tactics, you gotta know why they're doing it. Every year the so-called NFL does this. Y'all ain't caught on yet? Every year the so-called NFL does this shit. Other sports do it too, but it's mainly the NFL. Remember, sports are put here. Caesar, so-called Caesar the Bible, which is your so-called elite currently today. Sports are only put here to distract you from shit that you need to know. That's why most people still think sports are really, the outcomes are legit, when really they're not. The outcomes are not legit. They might let them play the sport for real for a while until they got to make the outcome happen. Even in the boxing match, and we're going to get to that too. So supposedly John Gruden said some spiritual stuff, I don't know. And now they fire him, right? But more than likely, it's probably some bullshit story that the NFL has made up to make people fight amongst each other. Like they always do. They did it with Antonio Brown last year. Said he called the one of the coaches, you know, a white racial word, right? But he's playing with Tom Brady now, right? Funny how they never show proof of these things they claim. They just say it happened. Or whatever. Who cares? Even if they had some proof, it's probably a lie anyway. That's all they do is lie. If Antonio Brown really said what they say he said, they had a blackball him. Straight up, man. They had a blackball him. Anyways, man, here's the effect of what John Gruden supposedly said. Here's the effect. You're gonna have a bunch of white men, some racist, some not, right? Either way, it don't matter. You're gonna have a bunch of them in their mind or their heart, or they might even type it on social media or whatever. They're going to say things. I've already seen some comments already. That's why I don't deal with sports social media no more, right? Because I understand why, you know what I mean? Why they're doing this. So I've already started seeing comments like, well, black rappers say more than that at halftime show or the Super Bowl. And all. See what I mean? All it does is make people fight amongst each other. That's all they're doing. They know what they're just doing what the elite want them to do. The NFL does this race shit every fucking year. Every year. From Colin Kaepernick up until whenever. They've been doing it. So you're gonna have a bunch of white men, right? Some racist, some not. They're gonna say something about it. You know, the same thing when a cop shoots a black dude, well, they kill each other too. And then that's just gonna cause argument amongst a bunch of people. That's all it's about. And y'all fall for the bait every fucking time, man. Y'all fall for the bait every time. That's why racism still exists in America, because we fall for the bait that they put out there to keep the racism existing in America. They, meaning the elite. Y'all don't know what the fuck, y'all don't know what y'all up against. That's why some people are racist. If you knew what you was really up against, it wouldn't be about race for you. Because you would understand it's about power and the elite versus you, who they think are just cattle and sheep. But y'all not trying to hear that though. Y'all still think it's about football, or John Gruden said this or John Gruden said that. Man, they put that out there to make y'all argue and be distracted. And they got another story already brewing up. Just like Will Smith and his wife. It's always another story brewing up to keep y'all distracted, to keep y'all fighting amongst each other, and all this other dumbass shit that don't matter. That's all they doing, man. And until y'all get it, until y'all actually understand that sports are entertainment and all these other things, you're not gonna believe it. You're gonna rock yourself back to sleep because you think that sports are legit. Therefore, the little stories that they put out about such and such said this and such did that, you're gonna eat every little story up and talk about it and gossip about it because you don't understand why they put it out there. Now back to what I was saying. You already see white males saying that's bullshit. He shouldn't have got fired, this and this, and then black people this, black people did that. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of bullshit, man. How is it that I don't have to disrespect another race for their name, but you can? How is it that I have a problem if people do it, but you don't? You have to really question people who say he shouldn't have got fired. That's bullshit. They say more than this in rap music at the halftime show. Translation: I don't disagree with what he said. That's the translation. I think it's okay. Matter of fact, I'll probably do it or done it. Anyways, y'all, it's race bait. That's all it is. It's race bait, man. And I would not be surprised if Wilder was paid off the whole trilogy for that Tyson Fury stuff to happen, because what does that do? That still causes arguments amongst race. Believe it or not. Still causes arguments amongst race. And guess what? They doing that at the same time. Ain't that funny how they got the Fury fight and then they got this shit going on? Don't worry, they got another story for y'all to talk about next. And y'all gonna fall for that shit too. Cause y'all don't know no better, man. Y'all don't know why they doing that, why they saying this. It's all about making people fight amongst each other and people not feel in the same boat, basically. Relate to each other. What does rappers performing at a halftime show in the Super Bowl got to do with John Gruden and what he said? Nothing. Nothing. But if you don't understand from the mind of why, let me say this. Maybe the story's real, but from my mind and how I view sports and know why they do certain things, I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real, man. I think it's race bait, just like the Colin Kaepernick thing. And then Colin Kaepernick gets a Nike deal. I don't think they was ever against Colin Kaepernick to begin with. I think he was just sat there, you know, like a puppet to make people fight amongst each other. Oh, he's disrespecting the flag. I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot. But then you go ahead and you root for Tyson Fury, but you're a patriot, though. You know what I mean? You root for Tyson Fury, but you're a patriot. But let's say Tyson Fury was fighting Tommy Morrison, the white dude, the one boxer. He's dead now. R.I.P. Tommy Morrison. A lot of y'all would not be rooting for Fury. Nah, I'm American. I'm going for my country. You're rooting against Wilder because we already know why. Let's just be honest about it. I just don't like fake shit. So please don't come with that patriot shit when it's Colin Kaepernick. But then when it comes to Wilder, he's not a patriot because he doesn't look like you. So you're going to go with Fury. It's all cap, man. It's all fake. But either way, like I said, they use things like these. They use sporting events and shit like that to make people distracted. Not only distracted, but to make people fight amongst each other. You know, there's going to be a lot of white males who are not going to, and some might not even be racist, but still, they're not going to be happy that Gruden got fired, and they're going to have something to say about it. Well, you can't say, a black person can say this or that, and nothing happens, and when we do it, this or that, man, that's all by design. That's what they want y'all to think. That's why they making y'all think Antonio Brown said what he said, and he's still in the league. You already know that's coming. Well, why didn't Antonio Brown get fired, or this or that? For one, Gruden didn't get fired. He resigned, supposedly. But he probably was going to do it anyway, and they probably just made that story up so we can fight amongst each other, because they cannot have us relate to each other. They cannot have all races of people relate to each other. And the only way to do that is to offset it by making one seem like they're being treated unfairly, and then make the other one seem like they're not. So y'all can fight amongst each other, man. That's all y'all do, because y'all don't know no better. When I say y'all, I'm not necessarily talking to my friends list. I'm talking to the whole entire world, man. Anybody who says, well, they say more worse things at halftime shows rapping than what Gruden said, people like that, those people. Instead of saying he was wrong, I got to start pointing the finger back at them. Yeah, the cop was wrong for killing the black guy, but you kill each other. So imagine me saying, yeah, we kill each other, but you kill everybody worldwide by putting poison in their food, so you kill your people too. You see how people love to avoid the topic, or deep down inside, they feel it's okay that Gruden said what he said if it's true. Or they feel it's okay that a cop killed somebody who didn't look like them. That's why they defend it. There's no way I would defend it. Imagine a little kid that doesn't look like me, a different race. Even Iraq, I don't defend the military, because I understand why they're brainwashing people, making us believe that we're going to fight a war, when really, yeah, we're fighting a war, all right, stealing shit from people. You know what I mean? I don't even agree with that. Why? Because there's little kids over there. They might not look like me, but they're innocent. Right? Well, I mean, most of them. Some of them probably trying to kill us, you know, for survival. Shit, who knows? But you get my point. Like, I don't agree with us going over to another country and killing innocent kids over some damn oil or something. I'd rather live in the struggle in America more than before I would agree with us going to take shit from other countries. That shit ain't cool, man. Shit ain't cool, dog. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. But imagine me, you excusing that. Like how some people do when they see a cop kill a black person or something. You know, and that's another thing. They kill other races too, but they're not going to show you that. They're only going to show you when it's two different races. Why? So for the race baiting, just like the NFL's doing. It's the same thing, man. They're not going to show you if a white guy killed a white guy, a cop killed a white. They're not going to show you that. It's just not going to happen. You might see it on your regular news, but you ain't going to see it worldwide, because the worldwide things are usually fake stories. Like Trayvon Martin and shit, because those are race baiting stories. O.J. Simpson, race baiting stories. to keep us divided and conquered, man. But y'all still don't get it. Because y'all don't know why they do what they do. Y'all don't know how they move. And all the people that y'all would actually believe that would tell you things like I'm telling you, they already sold out, like celebrities and shit. Like Lil Wayne said what I'm saying right now, motherfuckers will believe it. Like, oh shit, I didn't know that. But I'm not Lil Wayne, see? I don't have that clout. I don't have the clout of the famous people. All your famous people sold out. That's why they don't speak up against shit or speak out against shit. Or they don't want to lose their money or their bag or whatever. Every year, stop me when I'm lying. Every year there's another race story in the NFL. Every year. And I guarantee you there'll be another one that pops up next. It's fucking male soap opera entertainment, man. I wish I could just shake every fucking grown-ass man like, look, it's fucking entertainment, man. And I hate to say it because I love sports, man. The beauty is I don't know who's going to win, but I know that they know. The NFL knows who's going to win, dog. I don't know. That's the beauty of it. That's what makes me still want to watch it. It's okay. But they know, man. And I hate to say that to people because, you know, people feel like I'm being disrespectful or I'm one of the biggest sports people there is. But I'm trying to tell you, the shit is already scripted. The outcome is already scripted, shall I say. And if it falls off course, they got ways of putting it back on course. That's why a lot of times, if you notice, after a commercial break, a team does a big play or scores. After a turnover, if it's not supposed to be that turnover, like let's say they messed up and it wasn't supposed to be a turnover. Oh shit, that wasn't supposed to happen. No, and pay attention to this. If you love sports, watch what I'm saying right now, and Sunday, watch this shit. If it's a play that was not supposed to be in the script, the team will either go 3 and out, or they'll maybe get a first down or 2 and they'll fuck up or give the ball right back to that team and it'll be right back on script. Stop, watch next week, this week, watch. So if your team throw an interception, pay close attention. Either that team, if it's not supposed to happen, the other team will go 3 and out. Or they might get 1 first down and get the ball right back to you, depending on how much time in the game. That's why when the games are real tight at the end, you know, and all the team got to do is get 1 first down, somehow, some way these motherfuckers don't get the first down and they get the ball back to Brady or whoever so they can go down and score and shit, man. Because they got to keep the ratings up. The longer y'all watch the game, the CBS or whoever the fuck pays the NFL, they got to cater to them people. They got ads and shit that they need y'all to see. People are paying to have their ads put on CBS and whatever, and CBS and they'll pay the NFL. And then Vegas and the betting and all that other shit too. Not just the ads, or not just as the channels, not just the channels, but the betting and everything else pays the players. You think hot dogs is the only way they get paid like that? And then you tell people there's magnets in the balls and shit like that, they laugh at you. Especially when them kicks, man, all these kicks been missed. I've been hip to this. I just don't like to speak on it because I don't want to ruin people who like sports like that. I still like them. Even though I know they're scripted, I still like them. You know what I mean? I just know they're scripted. It just doesn't get in my, I don't get in my emotions over down like I would, you know what I'm saying? Even in boxing, I would not be surprised if Wilder was paid off all 3 fights to lose. I would not be surprised. Well, actually, the first one wasn't. It was a draw, whatever, right? Of course, they're not going to give it to Wilder because they need to come back with the next fight. There's too much drama, too much suspense. Right? But eventually, they'll have Fury lose, too. It all depends on when the next whoever they feel going to make them the most money. That's why Pacquiao's gone now. Or whatever. They pass the torch to the next motherfucker. The next cash cow. Every time. Mayweather's gone now. But don't fall for the race bait, man. If you're a white male watching this shit, do not do that dumb shit of, oh, well, they did this, and don't fall for it, man. That's what they want y'all to do. They want you to argue with other... See, you're not arguing with the elite who caused the problem. You're going to argue with me or Gerard or somebody like that. You're going to make a statement that says, "Oh, well, Antonio Brown said this and this, and you guys kill each other." And all you're doing is arguing with people who you should be uniting with. That's what you're doing. Instead of you arguing with the elite, you're going to argue that cause the problem. You're going to argue with the people. That's the problem. That's why racism still exists in America. Because we fall for the race bait. Because we don't know that the race bait is being played on us. And meanwhile, the elite, they got all colors. They got y'all fighting over race, but the elite made up of all colors. Ain't that some shit? Racism, racism and shit, that shit is put here to keep us separated. The elite don't care about that damn race shit like that. They got all kind of people in their elite, in their fucking shit, man. But y'all don't know no better, so I guess you'll never get it. I get it. I get it, man. But trust and believe, there's another story coming. And they always pull that Kyrie Irving shit too, man. Every year it's the same old story. Kyrie Irving, this, and man, it gets old, man. It gets old. It's a fucking male soap opera to have men talk about that shit so men don't come together and conquer the elite that's conquered them. That's what's really going on. Grown-ass men are distracted by sports too much, so they could never overthrow the elite that got us all as their slave while y'all arguing with each other. Talking about he's wrong or he's wrong. Chad's wrong, Tyrone's wrong. No, the elite's wrong. Got y'all thinking Chad or Tyrone's the enemy. But y'all don't get it. Y'all never will. Because y'all don't know why they do what they do. Y'all don't know how they do what they do. Once you do, though, the truth sets you free. If I see a cop kill a black person right now, and it's worldwide news, I already know what time it is. I'm not going to get in my feelings. I'm going to investigate it. I'm going to be looking for clues, fake blood and shit like that, because I already know why they're doing what they're doing, man. Ain't no cop going to stand and fucking right there and say, record me killing this person. I'm about to kill him right now. Record me. Come on, it's fake, man. But y'all fall for that. What does that do? That makes the black people feel like slavery all over again, and this and this and this, and want to argue with other people who don't look like them, and this and this and this. Then you got racist people who are not black want to come in and say, you kill each other, this and this and this. And now you fighting amongst each other. Same old trick, different day. A lot of those cop killings was fake, man. I swear, if it's worldwide, it's probably fake, because local news, like, I already explained this to y'all before. Local news in California, somebody probably got killed. I ain't hear about that, did you? If you're not from California, you didn't hear about somebody who got killed by a cop last night, did you? Nope. So why is it that you only hear about certain things that go worldwide, but you don't hear about nothing else, though? Gotta ask yourself that. Trayvon Martin's dad of Mason and shit. Everything comes to the light, man. Y'all just don't look. Y'all just jump on board of everything somebody say. I even have a friend on Facebook, he said, who is against YouTube, but he'll go straight to ESPN or everything else and believe everything they say. Makes no fucking sense, man. So if it's on ESPN or the television, it's right. But if somebody actually did some research on it for a long time and shit, they wrong because they on YouTube and put it there? Come on, man. People on YouTube get censored that's telling the truth. Y'all know that. Don't be dumb. People who sell out on YouTube, those are the ones with 300,000 followers and all that bullshit, man. We know what time it is. Not saying you can't get that many followers, but it's going to be a lot harder if you're not selling out. It'll be a lot harder. Anyway, it's probably just race bait, y'all, so don't fall for it, man. You know, I got flagged earlier for some posting some shit like this. You know, they ain't trying to let you tell the truth, man. But that's all it be. It's a soap opera, man. That's all it is. But And I like football, I ain't gonna lie. But I just know what it is, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm set free. It doesn't bother me, you know? Like Tom Brady wins 5 more Super Bowls. I know why. I'm not dumb. But y'all, it was all Tom Brady, right? And the receiver, it's impossible for him to drop the ball and cost the Super Bowl and all this bullshit. Dwight Smith, Super Bowl MVP, already told you that the shit's not decided on the field. The game is not decided on the field. He told y'all this. And y'all still, I show a lot of men this, and they still say, nah, that ain't true. A guy that played in the football league and won a Super Bowl MVP is telling you that the shit is not decided on the field. You still have men say that's not true. And I don't know what to tell you, bro. I mean, you can believe what you want, man. I just know that we live in a world that's similar to like Truman. You know what I mean? That Truman movie. But I just want people to stop fighting amongst each other and realize when they put this bait out here, that's exactly what it is. Don't take the bait. Of course, people of other races and shit like that, they're going to take the bait. Other people other than your race, any race you are, other races, you know what I mean? They're going to take the bait. You just try to ignore them, man. Or you can put out a video like this and hope it gets to their fucking head. But 9 times out of 10, it's not going to. Because some people secretly down are racist, so therefore it's going to come out when something like this happens. Oh, Antonio Brown didn't get fired, but Gruden did. I'm mad. Now I'm going to start pointing fingers and shit. Black lives don't matter when only if it's another race doing it. It's just how you can't speak for everybody. That'd be like me saying this race, everybody's race is in this race. It's just dumb shit, man. It should not matter. It should not matter if a certain race. Every race kills each other. Every race. Even the people in the White House, right? They're killing people. Not literally. But then again, they are literally killing people by poisoning our food and our air and shit. So how, and they steal from us. So how is it that they never get called a murderer or a thief? But somebody who dresses with their pants down or something, they're the only murderers and thieves and thugs in this world, right? The people up in the White House ain't no thugs though, because they look like you, right? You see what I mean, man? They're billion times of a thief than the average person on the streets, because they're stealing worldwide. How do y'all even try to compare that? But you say nothing about that. You only talk about the little guy on the street corner that ain't even affecting you, but that guy that you ignoring, that's the one that's affected. That's the one that's putting poison in your kid's cereal and in your food and shit. But you're not saying nothing to him because he looks like you. You know what I mean? And that's why racism is when you are racist, you actually you kind of hurt your own self if you think about it. Not only do you miss out on great people in life that you probably will never get a chance to meet or whatever or interact with in life because of it, you know, you also are blind to the fact that your own enemy is your own race too. Not just people who don't look like you. So if I was dumb and naive and think, oh, it's just a white man, blah, 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 and not realize that rappers are basically dumbing down, you know, if I had kids or any nephews, whatever, they're dumbing you down. But if I say, no, that's just a you know, a black man trying to make, he's successful, look at him. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna point the finger at the white man all day long, right? See, that's what I don't like, because you're doing the same thing they're doing. You're doing the same thing. You're saying the thugs are only black people and not the fucking elite. So in the black person's case, not just black people, but I'm just giving y'all a good example. Let's say the women. They feel like only maybe black men or the system is causing them damage. right? Hold on, y'all. All these women have potential to be queens, right? But something happens that stops them from reaching that, and they end up being Felicia, a lot of them, right? A lot of them gonna blame black men. I'm just giving you an example. This could be white women too, so don't think of it that way. But this, I'm just trying to break something down. They're gonna blame it on black men. They're gonna blame it on whatever, right? But they're not gonna blame it on Nicki Minaj telling them to be a bad bitch instead of, you know, more like a wife. They're not gonna blame that. Why? Because Nicki Minaj, she's just a immature, independent woman getting a whole bunch of money. That's all. That's all she is, Twan. What you mean? See, they don't understand the basics and the barrels. They don't dig deep enough. They don't understand why she's been put there. She's put there to program you to be masculine and belligerent and all these other things. But you don't see it. A lot of y'all don't see it. Why? Because she looks like you. Same thing with the men. Oh, they use the Bible to program us, dog, and this and this and this. But you don't want to talk about the rappers that are doing this. Why? Because they look like you. Or you got a dream to be a rapper. Or you'll say, well, they do it on TV. It ain't no worse than TV. Yeah, that's right. But that don't make it right. That's no different than them saying, well, they kill each other too, so who cares if that cop killed that guy because of race? See that? Y'all not ready for this talk, bro. Y'all are not ready for this talk, man. I swear y'all not. I don't care. I'm a fan of Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, and all of them, and you know, rappers in general, whatever. But I understand when you are young and don't know no better. Some people are even older and still don't know no better. I understand that music could actually program you to be your downfall, man, or dumb you down. Not all the music, but a lot of it, especially now. That's all it's talking about is shit that's dumbing you down. Now I understand those people, those rappers, are there for the money, so they don't care about misleading your kids. But a lot of y'all are giving them passes because they look like you, man. So you're only gonna point the finger at the government. You know, you're only gonna say, oh, it's the white man that's trying to program us down and do this and that. But you're not gonna look at the rappers and all the other people who have an influence. Just because they look like you, that don't give them a pass, man. You can't give them a pass because they're part of the problem. They're no different than the so-called white man. It's the same fucking thing. The Illuminati is the Illuminati. It don't matter if it's Jay-Z or the fucking top dog. They all the same. They all working together. So you can't say, oh, I'm cool with Jay-Z, but I don't like that one. I'm a fan of Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, and all them, but I'm not dumb. I know they sold out, man. I'm not dumb. You cannot at some point, you're going to have to sell out or you're going to be gone. They're not going to they're going to blackball you. Why you think some of them earlier 2000 rappers just vanished? Like, damn, what happened to Chingy and this one and this one and this one? You trying to tell me all that talent just disappeared? Nah, bro, they didn't sell out. They let you taste it. They let you taste the so-called sin or whatever, you know, the fucking glitz and the glamour. And now you got to start sacrificing blood sacrifices, or you got to sleep with the same gender. You don't have to do shit. A lot of people ain't with it. So I guess I got to leave, man. I'm good. I'll go back to being a normal person. It is what it is. This shit is real, man. But y'all think it's a joke, man. And the athletes too, they ain't no different. They ain't no different, man. Evil ass world, man. You're dealing with people in higher places, man. Evil spirits in higher places, and you're dealing with powers of people who play with these evil spirits. That's how they rule the world. That's why they got power over the world, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. I know y'all heard this before. Anyways, if you got kids, you should definitely be doing your research on the elite, because your kids will get programmed. If you're not unprogramming from the programming, then your kids are gonna fall right in line. They're gonna fall right in line, man. Parents think it's cool for their kids to cuss and listen to rap and all that bullshit. Nah, I don't think so. Now, if I have kids and they like teenagers, I already know they're gonna do it. I already know you're gonna listen to rap, so I'm just gonna tell you what it is. I'm just like I said in this video, what rap is. I'm gonna tell them the same thing. And if they still want to partake in it, then that's their fault. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not gonna say nothing. Like I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah. It's cool. It ain't cool. I'm gonna tell you that it's not cool. Now, if you still want to partake, that's your problem. But look how many idols people look up to, just because it's the same race as them, or some shit. You know, they'll think that people will think that Paul Walker is Illuminati, but Jay-Z just got there because he's a strong black man. He didn't sell out. For real, they think that, you know, I get why they're happy for, you know, celebrities that look like them and all this shit, but you gotta understand that they're no exception to the rule. Just because they look like you, man, the rules don't change. You know what I'm saying? The rules don't change, people. And that's the same thing that goes for racist people who think, oh, it's just black people destroying the country. You're a fool if you believe this. They don't even have enough power to do it, so how is it them that's causing most of the damage? You gotta ask yourself these things. But that's what the elite don't want y'all to know, because if you start doing that, then you'll start relating to black people. And then you'll start coming together with black people or other races of people. And then that's a big problem. That's why they make racism. So the so-called Chad, the suburban Chad, they don't want him to relate to somebody who grew up in the hood or some shit. They don't want him to relate to him. So they got to keep the hood guy the boogie monster, right? And then they got to make the Chad to the hood guy. They got to make Chad this person that got all the privilege in the world and his life is so perfect and all that. So they can't relate. Oh, I can't relate to you. You got it good, man. You got all the privilege. You don't know what it's like to be me. Meanwhile, he might still be struggling just because he lives in a suburban area. Don't mean that he didn't see his mom get beat last night by his stepdad or something. Or his sister get raped or something by his dad or something. I'm just being honest, man. Then on the flip side, they look at the ghetto. Now they just thugs, man. That's all they are. But you don't even look up to the people. You know, I'm not going to his store. You know what I mean? Let's say I got a store and Chad got a store. Now I'm not going to Twan shit. That shit look ghetto. Meanwhile, Chad could be busting your fucking head and everything. He might not even clean his shit like I clean my shit or something. He might not even care about you as a customer like I do. But since you've been programmed to believe that the people who look like Twan, yeah, those are thugs. Nah, I can't fuck with them. Let me go over here. So people who have been programmed to believe these things and haven't been around somebody like me, oh, let me clutch my purse. Meanwhile, the people are robbing you that you go to work for and pay your taxes to. You don't clutch your purse with them motherfuckers, though, do you? That's what racism gets you, man. I'm just being honest. That's what racism gets people. Because they just don't understand, man. They just don't. They don't know who their enemy really is, man. But anyways, prepare to hear a bunch of bullshit about this fucking John Gruden shit, man. This shit ain't gonna stop because, you know, people don't know no better. So just prepare for a lot of foolish ass talk. You know, a lot of back and forth, divide and conquer bullshit, man. The elite got black people and white people and all other people shaking hands with each other laughing while y'all fighting over the race bait. Stupid. Anyways, man, I'm out of here, man. I think I'm done talking about this shit, man. But be careful with this shit, man. Even the cop killings and shit. You know, next time you see a cop kill a black person, if you're a white dude or whatever, don't think that it's good for you. Don't think, it's just the black people, man. They ain't doing nothing to me. They still killing you too. They might not be literally killing you, but they still are. They still are. You seen that a little bit when they said everything was shut down and you got to do this or that. It didn't matter if you was black or white. They did it, and it don't matter in general. They just programmed you to believe that. They just programmed y'all to believe that, man. So you cannot relate to the people that they're making seem like that they treat worse than you. When in reality, they really don't. But they got to make it look that way. They got to make it look like there's no white woman in the world that's struggling like a black woman out here. There's not one. Nah, never that. Never. I've never seen a white woman struggle. It's only a black woman out here struggling. They got to make you believe that. Nah, it's only a black thug out here. I ain't never seen a white thug. They got to make y'all believe that. Because they don't want you to relate to each other, man. Think about it. There's plenty of black women who really think that they're the only women struggling. And I'm not saying they're not struggling, but they really believe that. They really believe every white woman is a Karen in a suburban area. That is not true. It's just not true. Matter of fact, you have some people who get rejected for getting welfare because they're not black sometimes. It happens. Believe that. Then you got some cops out here who kill people who are not black. It might not be because of race, but they still kill them for no reason. But they don't want you to know that. They want the skinheads to think that, they only killing the blacks, man. Oh, it's a cop. I know he's good with me. You sure? What if one of your kids has a friend that's black and they just out and then a cop does something to them? God forbid. Just saying though. Then what? Or what if it's just one of your family members? I bet you wouldn't be saying, oh, well, he's probably a thug and reaching for a gun anyway. I bet you wouldn't be screaming that shit. Yeah, man, y'all got a lot to figure out because y'all still lost. Thank God I was never that lost when it came to this shit, man. Thank God that I kept doing research on it, man. So America has made the so-called Karens and the suburban people, not all, just certain ones, believe that I'm the thief. You know, I'm the biggest thief in the world because I look like me. But I'm trying to tell you, if you are a Karen or whatever, you're a suburban person, and you believe that the only thieves and thugs are the black people, then you have no idea who's stealing from your taxes. You know, you have no idea who's poisoning your air, poisoning your food, robbing you on your mortgages and all that. I don't think that's a black dude doing that. Just saying. But you're going to give them a pass because they look like you. We already know what time it is. Same thing with y'all black people, man. Acting like it's only the white man that's diluting your mind and all this bullshit. You know what? If we didn't sell out, they couldn't do nothing. We would be so strong that they wouldn't even have a chance. But y'all don't want to talk about that though. Because the women would not be masculine and all this and kicking against the men. Therefore, households would actually be households again. and all this other shit. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all too busy praising the people who sold out. And I know somebody gonna say, well, he's saying that Jay-Z couldn't be who he was because he needed the white man. No, I'm not saying that, because you have to have something that they can use for them to try to recruit you. Illuminati or whatever, government or whatever, if they can't use you, they don't fuck with you. So Jay-Z is a smart person, and all the other people that make it. But there's a driving force behind that, believe that. And then you have people who look down on the minorities and the ghettos and all this shit. But they don't realize that those people spend more than the people who are on top that look all glamorous and got all these mansions and shit. They're not the consumers. They're the ones taking from the consumers. So who's the real bum? Y'all don't want to talk about that. It's too deep for y'all, man. It's too deep for y'all, man. But man, now let me get off here, man, before I fuck around and get, striked again or some shit. You already know how I go, man. Don't matter though. I'm gonna keep saying the truth, man. Got to, because it sets me free. And there's a lot of confusion going on, man, amongst people, man. They do not want y'all to relate to each other, man. Because if we do that, we'll realize, hey, we don't really need them. We can grow our own shit and all this and all that. It's the last thing they want. Plus, people are too lazy any damn way, so. I don't know, man. Y'all gonna believe what y'all want, and y'all gonna do what y'all want. But the only thing is, if you don't do your research on these motherfuckers, man, you'll be dumbed down and ignorant to it. Therefore, your kids will be. They'll grow up believing the same bullshit that you believe. It starts with Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. And then it becomes a bunch of shit in the whole world. You was just on the slave boat, you Africans. Lie, you was already here. They don't want you to know that. That's another thing they use to keep people fighting amongst each other too. That slave shit, man. Because you had a lot of people up north who was not with it, man. And that's probably why not all of that race of people have money like that. Because a lot of them didn't own slaves. But I guarantee you all them football owners did. I guarantee you they had somebody in their shit that owned it. You can bet your dollar on that shit, man. Anybody that rich definitely had slaves and shit, man. But not all people of that race did. So, you got to look at it that way. You can't just look at it from the way they want you to look at it. They want you to believe that matter of fact, you even had, I've heard, and I'm pretty sure it's probably true, you probably have black people who own them too. They don't want you to know that though, because if you start to know that, then it starts the whole thing of fighting against each other, or the feeling, the friction that it becomes with it. It'll go away, because there's no way you could actually, I guess, have it, because you'll start to see things from both sides or whatever, if you get what I'm saying. Either way, man, I don't know. Let me get off here, man. I hope y'all have a good day, though. And I hope that y'all don't let this fucking NFL soap opera bullshit cause y'all to fucking argue and all this dumb shit, man. I already know what time it is, though. It's gonna happen. I just know this. If it was me and a black dude said this, a black coach said this, and he got fired, I'm not about to go over on fucking Facebook somewhere on some sports page and say, well, you did this, you did that, you killed innocent people over race. I'm not doing all that. Because if dude said something wrong, he said something wrong. I'm not going, if Antonio Brown got blackballed from the league, if he did say what he said, I'm not about to protest and be mad over that, because I don't agree with what he said. But a lot of the men, the reason why you're protesting that because you think it's okay. True racism usually comes, the people who are truly racist usually comes out in shit like this. These type of incidences let you know what time it is. Just like the Tyson Fury shit. Don't tell me a patriot, America, 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 and you don't root for the American boxer. Not buying that. You can say what the hell you want. But you want me to be so patriot, but you can't even root for American boxer. But he's cocky. But Fury's not cocky though, right? Man, he's the cockiest motherfucker I know. He's humble. Oh, is he really? He don't do nothing. He talking about prostitutes, coke, and everything. You don't hear Wilder saying that. What's your excuse? We know why. Just admit it. I want the white dude to win. Well, he's not even white, so that's where you're ignorant at too. He's actually Irish. And technically, we all the same race because we came from two people, but we're not even going to get into that. Because I'm not even, I already know what time it is with that. I don't even want to touch on it. I know what time it is with that. Everybody's the same race. And I know what race that is, but I'm not going to argue with y'all over that. That's another reason why I don't get into that racism shit. Because I know everybody came from two people. Why the hell would I be racist of my own family? I'm not dumb. You know what I mean? You do your research and you learn things. Everybody has the Adam gene. No way around it. You cannot tell me you came from somebody else, but you got the same Adam gene in you that I got in me. You can't tell me that we're different. Might be a different breed of the same people, but it still goes back to the same shit. But tell a racist that. Tell a racist person that we all came from the Adam gene, or you know, the Eve and Adam gene, and this motherfucker will trip. No, I'm this, I'm that. It's stupid, man. No, you're not. Everybody came from two people. You're all the same, man. And I guarantee, and I know the elite know this. That's probably why they don't. That's why they got all different races of people and they shit. They just let us fight amongst each other with the racism. They just sprinkle it out there for us to bite on it, and we do it every time. I'm out of here.